One of the promoters of the cryptocurrency trading platform Crypto Bridge Exchange, better known as CBEX, has been taken into custody by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission after the accused turned himself in. Adefowora Abiodun surrendered to the anti-graft agency on Monday following a ruling by Justice Emeka Nwite of the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court approving the EFCC's request to arrest and detain 6 CBEX promoters. Now, this decision is pending the conclusion of the investigation into the alleged offences and potential prosecution of the individuals declared wanted by the EFCC. He, along with 5 others, were declared wanted by the EFCC on Friday over the CBEX Ponzi scheme that swindled thousands of Nigerians out of their money worth over $1 billion. Now, joining us for more on this, we have lawyer and social reform advocate Evans Ufeli. Thank you so much for joining us on the news, Evans.
My pleasure.
Now, Evans, are you positive about Abiodun's surrender? Do you think it'll lead to any sort of meaningful outcome?
Well, he has taken the first step, which is the very important step to turn himself in for investigation and for possible unveiling of what actually they were doing. I mean, it is the public and the media that have called it a Ponzi scheme. Court cannot rush to call it a Ponzi scheme until the court have seen the intent of deceit or fraud in this whole business. So it's good that he turned himself in, because through investigation and through profiling, it will give the law enforcement agencies some level of insight into whereabouts of the large, and it will also help them to prepare for their case very well if they are going to have him, or if they are going to keep him in detention while getting the ones at large, whichever decision they tend to take. The most important thing is that one among men, have been arrested and is undergoing profile.
Okay. Now, the weight of the offense we're looking at, here is quite massive. How convinced are you about the EFCC proving its case in court and bringing justice and closure to victims?
Yeah, for criminal prosecution, like you know, is going to be penalty. For criminal prosecution is penalty, except he wants to do plea bargain, wherein he intends to return the money if the monies are still there. But otherwise, for criminal prosecution, the court's target is punitive. Punitive in the sense that if he's found guilty, he's going to go through some level of terms of imprisonment. That is the target criminal prosecution, except he opts for plea bargain, wherein he's surrendering the whole money or part of the money that was taken. Okay, so the only other way the victims get their funds is to bring action against them if they ever gotten, but that's quite a far cry, because they are on it already. I mean, the one that is arrested is the one that will determine whether or not they will really get their funds back. Otherwise, for criminal prosecution, as I said, it's just for punitive measures.
Okay. Now, Ponzi schemes have always been here, and, so are its victims. How do we address that? Say, for example, in terms of values and also orientation.
Well, yeah, the people must be sensitized, okay? There's a need to sensitize the public very well on issues of investment and how they should scout for safe investment. A lot of people are all over the place teaching, not just the Ponzi scheme. There are so many people online who are teaching and selling different kind of courses and all that. Many of them are fraudulent, okay? And the Ponzi scheme, the way we jump at it, because they keep a bait at the entrance level of it. You find so many people in the benefit of investment, and it attracts the public to that spot, and that is when they will strike. Okay, when they have collected enough money, that is when they'll strike. The mode and the pattern is the same. And I am surprised that today Nigeria are still putting money in this kind of thing. Funds they ought to have for other purposes. And it has a way of hurting the economy, because people putting money in the wrong direction, which they will lose eventually. I mean, if the court track them and convict all of them, there's no guarantee that that will come back. They will just see a terms of imprisonment, and the next time you are bringing an action again, they will tell you you've served their term of imprisonment already. Except maybe civil suit, for which these ones who are on the road you may not be able to do that. So the best way to handle the situation is it has to be preventive. And preventive will mean that the public must know. They must be able to identify Ponzi schemes, and they must be able to identify fraud. They have been in it for so long, from MMM to so many of them, where people, lost a lot of money, and they are still losing till date. So it tells you that is either something is wrong with this society, or something is wrong with the people or the government. But I know something is wrong. For people to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I see the same result, something was the wrong way.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and for speaking on this, Evans.